Netanyahu and his administration are now urging the full conquest of the Gaza Strip instead of a ceasefire. Less than 48 hours after the family members of hostages came out and said they want a complete and total end to the war so that they can get their family members back alive and safe, Netanyahu and his administration hit them with, yeah, the best I can do for you is a complete and total takeover of Gaza, and good luck. Hope we don't kill your family members. Netanyahu's administration said they want a full conquest of the Gaza Strip now. And even goes on to say that if the chief of staff of his administration doesn't agree, he should resign. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit confused because I was told that this genocide in Gaza was really a war with Hamas, and that this war with Hamas would cease if hostages were returned. And the only way hostages could have been returned is in exchange for Palestinian hostages. But instead of exchanging hostages, they're going to destroy the entirety of the Gaza Strip where the Israeli hostages are being held. So how are the Israeli hostages going to be returned if they're dead? It's already bad enough that the Israeli hostages are starting to look like this man, David, because Hamas made it clear that the hostages eat what the Palestinians eat. And given the Palestinians are being starved, the Israeli hostages are being starved. And the Israeli government is fully aware of this, and yet is continuing to starve the Palestinian people. It seems to me like the Israelis are learning what we have been telling them from the very beginning. Hamas wasn't your enemy. Palestinians were never your enemies. It was always your own government. And you know, being American, I think I have some experience when it comes to knowing when your government is actively working against your interests. So to be clear, they said this war was about Hamas, but now they're trying to take over the entirety of the Gaza Strip. They said this war would end if all hostages were returned, but now they're making it clear they're going to conquer the entirety of the Gaza Strip, knowing that it will likely and inevitably result in the deaths of the hostages that they claim they're fighting this war to free. And when the families of those hostages and tens of thousands of other Israelis come out and say, we want an end to the war. We're not trying to see the entirety of the Gaza Strip conquered because we know that will only continue the war, the Israeli government gives them the middle finger. It's almost as if this genocide has nothing to do with hostages, nothing to do with Hamas, and honestly, nothing to do with October 7th. October 7th, Hamas and the hostages were merely an excuse to take back the Gaza Strip, which was always the goal of Netanyahu, the Israeli government, and the Greater Israel Project. And I hope you Israelis are seeing what we have been telling you for the last couple of years.